Oh man, in this video, I'm going to share with you how an investment of less than $1,000 in a project like Kadena could make you the next cryptocurrency millionaire. Yes, the Bitcoin maximalist will not want you to look at this, but it's important to understand that many people are looking to build sustainable wealth out there in crypto, and we're going to have to take some calculated risks in altcoins. Now, in this series, I've broken down this same modeling and this same calculation for Phantom, for Polygon, for Near Protocol, and many others, and this was one of the most hotly requested videos. So let's get straight into the modeling to find out how many coins you need and what investment that would take today. Guys, don't forget to smash up the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. As always, if you want to buy Kadena or any other tokens, you can do so using the links in the description to BYBIT or BitGet. Okay, so Kadena. This is not meant to be a fundamental video. I've made previous videos on Kadena. I'll link them up for you guys to go watch on the channel. But in this video, I want to model out what it takes, because a lot of us aspire to build a certain amount of money in crypto. Maybe it's not $1 million for you, but you can use the same methodology that I break down in this video to calculate your target. Because if you don't have a target, if you don't have a plan, then you're shooting in the dark, right? And failing to prepare is preparing to fail. So let's get ourselves set up on here. And I'm going to walk you through the way I've modeled this up, and feel free to tweak it to whatever suits you and your requirements. But in essence, what I've done, and if any of you have watched my series on this before, you know I will break these down into a base, target, achievable, stretch, and moon target. I'm going to explain what these mean. But any altcoin which makes it into my portfolio, I break this down into this category for them. Now, I do not expect everyone to hit my stretch or moon target, nor do I even expect all of them to hit my achievable target. But if a certain percentage of my portfolio do, you can quickly see when I show you the modeling how that can start building your portfolio out in a really, really fast and aggressive manner. This is why we love altcoin. This is why we put up with the crazy volatility in crypto. So what I've gone ahead and done is, you can see the current price is 1.6. Now I'm going to walk you through my rationale of setting some of these different targets, and you guys can go ahead and tweak this to what suits you. That's the beauty of crypto. You can adjust your conviction levels based on what you think is important, or based on your conviction levels for a certain project. No doubt it will not be the same as mine, right? So we can see we're sitting currently at about 1.62 price point. Okay, now if I move this out, what I've also done on the right hand side is I've gone ahead and put the market caps of many similar projects. So you can see Kadena is currently sitting at 320 million at the time of recording this video, million in market cap. For comparison purposes, I'm going to leave this on the right hand side so you can see what that looks like for Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB, and we'll refer to these as we're going through my target as well. In this column here, in column L, it's their current market cap. Obviously, we're in the midst of a bear market. These are hugely retraced from all-time highs, and on the right hand side, I've put the all-time highs there as another reference point for us. So we're sitting currently at 1.62. What would be my base target? If I was looking to invest in Kadena right now, what would I expect as the base target? Like the very minimum, right? If this didn't happen, it would be considered a failed investment. And for me, that would be getting back to all-time highs. I would not take the risk of investing in a small market cap project if I didn't think at least it could get back to its all-time highs in the next bull run. So comfortably, I would expect here for this price to comfortably get back to that $20 mark here on Kadena. I expect a $20 Kadena as my base target, which will give you a market cap of just shy of 4 billion in market cap. Now, does that sound crazy? Does that sound ludicrous? Well, let's put that into perspective. Where is Avalanche trading now in a bear market? 6 billion. Where is Polygon Matic, a layer 2 on top of Ethereum, albeit they've achieved many more things so far than Kadena? Where are they trading at now in a bear market? 7.8 billion. So I think we can comfortably justify that if we're heading back into a bull market, at the very least, as a base target, it would be very, very poor if Kadena could not get you back to that 4 billion in market cap at about $20 in price. Now, of course, it's not as easy as just saying that, click your fingers, it's going to happen. They've got to execute right through the rest of this bear market and well into the next halving event and the next move to a bull market, right? But if they could do that, that is my base target. Let's forward things on, and then let's look at the more exciting one, which is our target case. What's my target case? Target case is like, most likely I think we're going to get that. And I'll put that sitting at about $100, okay? Now, again, tweak this to what you think is appropriate. And I'm putting that because that gives you about a 20 billion in market cap. Again, This is not a crazy valuation on a layer one solution, which particularly doesn't have many great competitors in the proof of work space. Now, obviously, they're going to have a bunch of regulatory burden with, the energy consumption, but we know that Kadena solves that as well. They're an energy efficient layer one using proof of work. So we can look at that and say 20 billion market cap in a bull run when you've got projects today such as BNB at 50 billion, Cardano 18 billion, right? You've got Solana about 17 billion as well right now in a bear market. So again, I feel very comfortable putting that on my modeling to say, yep, I would expect if Kadena execute properly to get to that 20 billion market cap range. Moving on, what is that achievable target? Now, this is where you start to push it. This is where you really start to trump it up. And I could have touched this down a little bit, but I put a nice aggressive target in there. And you can see I've put it as a $1,150 Kadena token. That is insane, right? And that would mean the market cap is 227 billion. I'm going to tell you why I picked this number. The reason I picked this number as an achievable target is I think if I was in the Kadena team, if I was running that team, if you were the founders of that team, would you get out of bed and try to work on a project if at least your target, your long-term target, was not to be the size of Ethereum in a bear market? Yeah? Now, I'm not belittling the size of Ethereum right now, but what I'm saying is you can see here on the right-hand side, Ethereum is currently in a huge retracement down, is sitting in a market cap of about 229 billion. They've been at all-time highs of around 570 billion. So what we're saying is if they go and execute right, if Kadena execute right, get the adoption, scale, create the use cases, gets the wallets on board, get great dApps developers building on the ecosystem and using those systems, then why could they not achieve what Ethereum is in a bear market? To put this another way, I think you feel quite confident saying if ETH 2.0 goes well and you go into a next bull market, everybody is expecting Ethereum to eclipse its previous time highs. They're saying 10 grand, 20 grand Ethereum, much more if ETH 2.0 and sharding in 2023 goes to plan. So this all-time high of 569 billion on Ethereum could well be eclipsed, right? A lot of people are conservatively, modeling out a $1 trillion Ethereum market cap. So at that point to say, could Kadena not command a quarter of that as the only or the best-in-class proof of work layer one blockchain out there? I think it's an achievable target. It's a good target. It's a strong target. They'd have to execute well to achieve it, but I can justify that in terms of should they be able to go and get that. Now we get to the exciting ones, and this is where you really start to push it. You need some luck on your side. You need the market to go in the right direction. You need to start getting huge mass adoption in the global space of crypto. But if we do so, I think a stretch target here for Kadena is to get to 2,750. I know this sounds insane when you're sitting here at $1.62, but this is the nature of altcoins right now. I expect a $543 billion market cap. And again, that market cap is no coincidence. Why have I used that market cap? My projection is based on them getting to Ethereum's previous all-time high. And again, what we're saying is if there's huge adoption in the crypto space, if the whole crypto space is growing, more and more people are using it after the next halving event and the next bull run, again, you expect Ethereum to start beating its all-time highs, getting to 10,000, 15,000, 20,000, pushing its market cap beyond $1 trillion, right? Getting to Bitcoin space where Bitcoin continues to push on beyond that as well. And then you're leaving that space behind for other good layer one solutions to fill in the void behind you. And to say 540 billion is Ethereum's all-time high, that would be a solid stretch target in my opinion for Kadena. Next up, we're going to take a moon. And make sure you stay tuned, guys. I'm shortly going to move this gray box, and I'm going to tell you exactly how many tokens you need modeled out in this scenario. Then we've got the moon target. And the moon target is exactly that. It's a moon one. It's crazy, and I never project for this to happen. But I put it in there, and you will find that when you invest in 10, 15, 20 altcoins, you will find that one or two of these can hit your moon target, and it can cover for many losses in your other portfolio, and it can change the course of your investing life. And it has. You can speak to many people who have built their wealth in crypto. Sometimes they have a couple of tokens that just hit their moon target and did really, really well. So just like in venture capital, you don't expect every company you invest in to be the next Facebook, the next Amazon, the next Apple. But if you keep investing, one or two of those will just explode. And that's what this moon target is for. By no means am I saying, oh, look, Kadena is going to get to 1 trillion in market cap. But the moon case target sits. If this ecosystem's growing, if Bitcoin's pushing to multi-trillions in market cap, if Ethereum is well over 1 trillion, 2 trillion, 3 trillion, could Kadena even flip Ethereum to get to that 1 trillion layer one space? It's a moon target. That would give you a $5,000 price target on your Kadena tokens. Okay, so now for the fun bit. So how many coins do you need to achieve each of these targets? So if you want to get to the $20 mark here on Kadena, you would need almost just shy of 50,000 Kadena tokens to become a millionaire. That would mean you would need to fork out $80,000 today, and that would make you a millionaire when the price hits $20. That's going to give you a 12x ROI. That is not too shabby at all for something which I personally, this is not investment advice at all, think is a very base case. I explained that in my rationale. That is not a bad ROI. $80,000 invested today comfortably, in my opinion, bringing you those kinds of returns. Of course, do your own research before investing. Target case, how do we get to a $100 Kadena token? Well, if you're believing we're going to get to $100 and it hits this target case, you would need to invest, you need 10,000 coins, which would set you back today $16,200. That would give you an ROI of 62x. Okay, so $16,200 to become a millionaire if Kadena gets to that $12 mark. Insane. Okay, now let's take a look at the achievable target. Now, the achievable target is where things start to get really, really interesting. Kadena getting to that $11.50 price target, a market cap of where Ethereum is currently in a bear market. Okay, you would need 870 tokens today, and that would set you back just shy of $1,500 if you bought them today. That is a 710 ROI. What other asset class are you getting these insane ROIs in? And this is why we put up with the craziness of the crypto markets. Now we're going to get to our crazy ones, guys. We've got the stretch target, that insane stretch target, which will get you a market cap of Ethereum's all-time high market cap. That would give you a $2,750 price target. On Kadena, you would need 364 tokens to become a millionaire. That would cost you just $589. Insane. And that would give you just shy of a 1700x ROI. And finally, that crazy moon target, the one I would never plan for, but it just goes to show you how crazy these things can go. And trust me, people have hit their moon target before. So it's not like this just doesn't happen. It's just super rare. And if it does happen, it will change the course of your investing life. But a $5,000 token here on Kadena sounds insane. A 1 trillion market cap. You'd need 200 coins today, which would set you back $324. Insane. So $324 invested today, if you hit your moon target, would make you a cryptocurrency millionaire. But more realistically, if you look at this achievable target, which gets Kadena to a point where it's at the size of Ethereum in a bear market at 230 odd billion, you would just need 870 Kadena coins, which would set you back just shy of $1,500. Some insane ROI there on Kadena. Let me know in the comments, how many Kadena do you currently hold, and what is your target? How many are you trying to accumulate? Let me know in the comments. Now, what I'm going to show you now is I'm going to show you a DCA method, which shows you how much ROI you can get if you steadily started DCAing. If you didn't have these lump sums available today, what could you achieve from just dollar cost averaging into Kadena? Okay, so check this out. If we start at price point of today at $1.62, and we think we're going to get to that $100 mark in Kadena. We're going to take that middle target there. And we think we just make an assumption that it's going to do so in a steady behavior over the next 18 months, and we're going to dollar cost average in. Now, feel free to use this on your own rationale with what you can afford to DCA. I'm just trying to illustrate the point of how powerful DCAing can be. It's not as powerful at times versus lump sum investing, which I'm going to show you shortly, but you can still see how it gets you a crazy ROI. So let's say you put $1,000, and again, upscale this, downscale this based on what you can afford, and you threw it into the market every single week, okay, for the next 18 months. By the end of week 72, you would have invested just $73,000. You would have 3,371 Kadena tokens, and they would be worth at the new price $337,000. That is just shy of a 5x on your money DCAing into this altcoin. Let's take another variation of this, and you'll see how powerful this is. All I've changed here, okay, is instead of doing 1,000 a week, so again, if you're using your numbers, if you're using $10 a week or $100 a week or even more numbers, 10,000 a week, all I've done is for the first 24 weeks, I've front loaded. So let's say you could afford to dollar cost average more. Because we're in a bear market right now, if you could throw 2,000 into the market for the first 24 weeks, but then the remainder 48 weeks, you just go back to half, so $500 instead of 1,000. So you double up for the first 24, and for the rest of the 48, you actually half your dollar cost average amounts, you will see by the end of week 72 here, you would have invested $74,000, but this time you would have 5,586 Kadena tokens, which at the new price would be worth just shy of $600,000. That is a 7.5x ROI on your money. So there you have it, guys. That is how crazy and powerful it is to invest in a smartly allocated portfolio of altcoins. What happens, and where many investors go wrong, is they have conviction in one coin and they place this type of an allocation into one coin. But the problem with investing in just one, any given project can fail. Any given project can run out of runway. They could have liquidity issues. They could get hacked. There's a whole bunch of risks, which will mean many good layer one solutions and other crypto projects will not make it through to the next bull run or achieve their potential, which is why many famous investors, whether it's in real estate, whether it's in traditional stock market, whether it's in currencies, they always have a basket of investments. And that's where we really can achieve our goals, because if we have a basket of our favorite altcoins, which we split into a carefully crafted portfolio, and then from there, you then have your base case, your achievable case, your stretch case. And if a couple of them hit the base case, a couple of them hit the achievable case, a few of them go on to achieve their stretch target, and one or two just go and hit that moon target. And that is how you build sustainable wealth in crypto. So there you have it, guys. Hopefully this illustrated how just a small amount invested in such a crazy bear market when the prices are so retraced can hugely change the outlook for your portfolio. If you enjoy this type of video and you want to see this breakdown for any other altcoin, please let me know in the comments. Whichever ones get upvoted the most, I'll be sure to make this same modeling exercise for your favorite altcoins. If you want to join our course member live streams, where I do portfolio critiques, we analyze fundamentally a project and technically and do the tokenomics together on 3 times weekly live streams with just members, check out the link in the description, ijaz.uk/member, and you can become a member too. Thanks for watching this video, guys. Smash the likes and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.